In this video, I will share a simple trick that maybe not many people know, but the results are really satisfying. Here I mix baby powder with paint, and you will see for yourself how amazing the effect is. Okay, let's continue. And I'm sure you'll never expect that the result of this mixture of paint and baby powder is really beyond expectations. For this experiment, here I use mineral glass bottles as the container. I pour the paint into 4 mineral glass bottles to try 4 variations at once. The first 2 variations I will leave using only paint without any mixture. While the other 2 variations, later I will add baby powder to the paint. In this way, we can see directly the difference in results between regular paint and paint that has been mixed with baby powder. Okay, now we go straight to the stage of mixing the baby powder. Here I sprinkled a fair amount of baby powder into 2 variations of paint. One variation I poured into the red paint and the other into the black paint. Make sure the powder is sprinkled evenly so that later the mixture is really smooth and blends perfectly with the paint. After I sprinkled the baby powder into the paint, here I immediately added a little thinner to the mixture. The goal is to make the mixture easier to mix, and the results will be smoother when applied. After all the ingredients are in, I immediately stir slowly until completely even. At this stage, you will see the texture of the paint starting to change to become creamier and thicker. And on the black paint, I also sprinkled a fair amount of baby powder. After that, just like before, I added a little thinner, and then I stirred it until everything was completely mixed. At this stage, the texture of the black paint also changed to be smoother and thicker. And here you can see for yourself. In front of me now, there are 4 variations of paint. 2 variations I have sprinkled baby powder and mixed with a little thinner. And later, you will definitely not expect the results. Here I want to try this paint directly on 2 used water gallons. Before starting to paint, I first taped the top and bottom of the gallon so that the painting results were neater and cleaner. After that, we immediately applied the paint that we had mixed with baby powder earlier. Come on, let's see together what the final results are. Is there really a difference compared to regular paint without a mixture of baby powder? Okay, now we move on to the painting stage. Here I pour the paint that we have mixed with baby powder into the spray gun tube. Make sure to pour it slowly so it doesn't spill, and the mixture remains even. After that, we start the painting process on the gallon that we have neatly taped before. Now, when this paint starts to be sprayed, you can see for yourself the results immediately look very different compared to paint without a mixture of baby powder. With the addition of baby powder, the paint changes to a smooth and more elegant matte color. The surface of the gallon is not shiny, but it still looks clean and neat. If you want to get a matte paint result without having to buy special matte paint, which is usually more expensive, you just add baby powder to the regular paint. And here, I also made one more variation, which is mixing red paint without adding baby powder. Just pure paint that I have added a little thinner. Then, I immediately poured this red paint into the spray gun tube and started painting the other gallon. The painting process is exactly the same, so we can see the difference in the results clearly. When sprayed, this red paint without baby powder produces a shiny or glossy color, according to the original paint. Well, later we will see together what the difference in the final results are from the 2 paints that we have sprayed earlier. One with a mixture of baby powder that produces a matte color, and the other is regular paint without baby powder that produces a glossy color. And here we move on to another variation, which is black paint. Just like before, I have mixed this black paint with baby powder and a little thinner, then I poured it into the spray gun. When the painting process begins, you will immediately see the difference. This black paint results look thicker, smoother, and the matte finish feels more elegant than the red paint. The black color sticks perfectly to the surface of the gallon and looks like a professional painting result, even though this is just a simple trick by adding baby powder. The texture is smooth, the color is even, and the matte gives an elegant and more expensive impression. This simple trick is perfect if you want to paint plastic parts such as motorbike bodies, covers, or other accessories that really need a matte paint look. And, finally, I painted the other gallon using paint without baby powder. Just pure paint that I have added a little thinner. The painting process is the same as before, so that we can really compare the results later. When sprayed, you can see that this powder-free paint produces a more shiny or glossy color. The surface reflects light, unlike the paint that we mixed with baby powder earlier, which looks matte and calmer. After all the painting processes are complete, now let's dry all the results and wait until the paint is completely dry. Here we can clearly see a very significant difference between the two variations of paint that we have made earlier. The first variation is the paint that we mixed with baby powder. The result looks matte. The color is calmer, elegant, and does not reflect light. While the other variation, which we did not mix with baby powder, the color looks glossy or shiny, and the surface reflects light. From here, you can see for yourself. Just with a simple trick of adding baby powder, we can change the paint results to matte without having to buy special paint. This is a really practical trick that you can really try at home for various painting projects. And in red, the results are equally very satisfying. You can see for yourself the clear difference between these two red paints. The red paint that we have mixed with baby powder produces a matte color that looks calmer, smoother, and more elegant, while the red paint without a mixture of baby powder looks glossy, shiny, and reflects light. This is simple proof that the trick of adding baby powder really works very well. If you want matte paint without having to buy special paint and want to save money, just mix baby powder into regular paint. The result will immediately change to matte. And so on the basin part that I painted with a mixture of baby powder, the result is very satisfying. The matte color is smooth, even, and looks elegant.